Getting like a feedback on the stream of the Discord. Getting like a feedback on the stream. I can hear myself on the Discord. Getting like a feedback. Oh, I got audio. I got trucks. I got trucks.
You don't have him separated though.
I got trucks. I got truck audio. I got truck audio. I got truck audio. I got truck audio. Heard myself in the stream repeating. Yep. Yeah, I can hear you. 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 Yeah. We got like repeat going on in the stream. Hearing the delay. We got like repeat going on in the stream. Hearing the delay. We got like repeat going on in the stream. Hearing the delay. We got like repeat going on in the stream. Quiet.
Go ahead there, Sheldon. I'm going to have to work on this computer. They should be able to hear you.
Alright, everybody. We're getting action in play as we're working through some technical difficulties. We are currently on lap 6 of 100. We have Tommy Delago out front, Rule Thane running second, Grunge running third, Trevor's running fourth, Carrie fifth, Sean sixth, Robert Pompey seventh. Can't hear myself on the screen.
I'm trying to fix it. Man.
You're right. I can hear you on the screen, but not me.
Go ahead there, Sheldon. Go ahead.
Test 1, 2.
Go ahead there, Sheldon.
Y'all hear me? Test 1,
Yes, sir.
2.
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear me? Excellent. Can still got the feedback.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Can still got the feedback.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Can still got the feedback. James, there's like a 20-second echo in there. Excellent. Can still got the feedback. James, there's like a 20-second echo in there.
Yeah, working.
Yeah, so like a 20-second echo in there. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. James, I had me on the stream and not you. But the echo's still there. Test 1, 2. James, I had me on the stream and not you. But the echo's still there. Test 1, 2. James, I had me on the stream and not you. James, just turn your mic off to OBS. James, just turn your mic off something to OBS. James, just turn your mic assign off Discord to just the headphones and not the same. Or assign Discord to OBS stream just the headphones and not the same. Or assign Discord to OBS stream the headphones and not the same. Or assign Discord to OBS stream. Lap 18 rule is reeling in Tommy D. 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 Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test. 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 James, I know you can stop the echo. James, I know you can stop the echo. Mute the stream on your computer. James, I know you can stop the echo. Mute the stream on your computer. James, I know you can stop the echo. Mute the stream on your computer. James, I know you can stop the computer. And it was playing the audio from Twitch or Facebook or whatever you're watching. And it was playing the audio from Twitch or Facebook or whatever you're watching. And it was playing the audio from Twitch or Facebook or whatever you're watching. And it was playing the audio from Twitch or Facebook. Test one. You got it. Welcome everybody. Sorry for the slight delay in the audio. Nobody really wants to listen to me anyways, so we'll pick up the stream here in action. We are on lap 45 of the Beef Jerky Unlimited Truck Series. We have 100 laps tonight. Tommy D is out front, got about a second lead. They just went through green flag pit stops, so we've had a nice 45 lap clean and green here from the beginning. Got Tommy D up front, Rule Thane running second, Trevor Lesney running third, Bomb Dude Robert Doig running fourth, Franz Robert running fifth, Sudden Death running sixth, Sean Spitzer running seventh, Carrie Moore running eighth, Joshua Roberts running ninth, and rounding out the top 10 is Franklin Webb. We got Daniel in 11th and Hound Dog running 12th. We got 12 cars on the racetrack tonight. It is the first race of our playoff series here at Beef Jerky Unlimited. 8 of these 12 drivers are in the playoffs. That is Trevor, Rule, Bomb Dude, Tony, Sean, Daniel, Robert Lynch and Joshua Roberts are in the playoffs. The top 4 placers of those 8 drivers will move on to the final round next week for Beef Jerky Unlimited. Right now, as it stands right now, Tommy D, Rule, Trevor, and Bomb Dude would be the 4 moving on into the championship race next week at Phoenix. We're just about ready to put lap 48 here. We're at the Nashville Super Speedway. This track is rough on tires and really rewards people who are smooth with the wheel and don't overdrive the entry in the middle of the corner. It's an old concrete racetrack that abuses the right front tire. Right now we got Trevor Zalesny is creeping up on Rule here for second place. He was about 2 seconds down from the leaders before they went into the green flag pit stops, and now after the green flag pit stops, he's catching up to the Rule and Tommy D. We go back through the field a little bit. We got Bomb Dudes running with Cruns closely behind him. They're running 4th and 5th currently on the racetrack. We don't really have any. Let's see, Sean and Sudden Death are pretty close there for 7th and 8th. With Sudden Death look like he's creeping up on Sean here coming out of 4th. Up near the front, we got Trevor's making a move on Rule here out of the 2 coming down the backstretch. See what happens with these 2. They go down in 3. Trevor to the bottom. Rule's running the middle lane here. Let's see if he can keep the momentum up off the corner and hold Trevor. But it doesn't look like Trevor's not going to quite clear him here as they head down the tri-oval front stretch. He does have him cleared, heading into 1. That puts Trevor Zalesny up to second place with Tommy D still out front and Rule running 3rd. Not gonna lie, this is the 4th string broadcaster here. It's Sheldon Fettig, one of the admin here to Beef Jerky Unlimited Truck Series. We've had some storms across the country that caused some of our broadcasters here to be out of power, so I'm here to try not to make a fool of myself, and hopefully you enjoy the commentary. A long-time iRacer and long-time member to this group here, so we'll see what we can do with the crowd. I am watching the Twitch chat, so if somebody's got any comment. Oh, James sneaking in there. I don't know if I hear you on the stream, though. Hold on, James is going to join me here. He's getting his side figured out. James is in the background running the production here, getting stuff. We're in lap 55 of 100. The drivers on their first green flag pit stops went somewhere between 37 and 42 laps on that first green flag run, so it doesn't look like anybody can make it on one stop. So I'd expect this last stint, last half of this race to kind of split it up into 2. So I would anticipate some people are going to start pitting around lap 75, maybe lap 80 for a quick 20-lap run. Everybody in the race tonight has 3 sets of tires in the pits. So everybody's gone through their first set of tires and fuel. They got 2 sets left. So if you run it out to 20 to go and run in and change tires, there happens to be a late race caution, you would have another set in the pits to put them on. Like I said, this track is really tough on the tires. So you're gonna want a set if there's you're gonna want to save a set to the end if there's a late rate caution, because if you got 20, I mean, even if you have 10 laps on your tires and there's a caution and somebody else goes in, you'll be 3/4 of a second lap slower than everybody else on the racetrack. So saving a set for maybe a green-white checker or anything that might happen towards the end of this race is key to being there at the end.
I do have 3 green-white checkers. I don't know if you can hear me on the stream. Because I have
I didn't really hear you. Straightened out. James was trying to let us know that there are 3 green-white checkers in this available for the race tonight. We are on lap 61 here of the BeefJerkyUnlimited.com Truck Series. Tommy D is still leading the race with Trevor running second. He's only about a half a second behind him as we run down the field right now. Rule Thane has kind of dropped off. He's about a second and a half behind, running third. It's a big gap down to Bomb Dude. He's running fourth, about 6 seconds behind. And then Crun's there about 8 seconds behind, and as the race runs right now. Lap 61 in the books on lap 62. See if we got any other racing going on the racetrack at the moment. Looks like everybody is pretty well stretched out as we run on the racetrack right now. Closest battle is for the lead, with Trevor reeling in Tommy D. Still under half a second. See if he can make up any ground as these tires wear out. We'll see who has saved the right front and who hasn't. I mean, I'm not going to lie, Tommy D is about as good as they come at saving his right front tire. But Nashville is a whole different racetrack. This place begs you to drive into the corner harder than you should, and then also run off the corner and to put a lot of wheel in it. So we'll see what happens here. They got to be coming about 10 laps to go from their green flag pit stops. It looks like somebody's already made the road way down to pit road. Looks like Son of Death is just coming off pit road after making green flag pit stops. He's going to run this thing about 35 laps on his last set of tires. He might tag the wall or something. Maybe that's why he's went down and picked it up. But we should be able to see Sudden come flying up through. He pulled out about a second or so behind Rule. He'll probably reel him in pretty quickly and watch him go by. Trevor, he's losing a little bit of ground to Tommy D now. It's a little over a half a second between number 1 and number 2. We'll see what happens here as they roll down onto the backstretch out of turn 2. Pardon me while I take a drink of Busch Latte. I haven't talked to many of you all for very much on this stream. I've been on a few times, mostly as a driver this season. Unfortunately, I'm in COVID quarantine in my camper, so I'm unable to be at my racing rig at the moment. So, sounds like Tommy D might be hitting pit road here on lap 66, splitting it up. Going to have a good 35 lap run to the end for Tommy D. He did pit on lap 37, so that will put him at about 30 laps, 30 on that. Sounds like Josh Roberts is heading to pit road too. This might bring pretty much everybody down pit road who haven't been there yet. See what Trevor does here, if he's going to hit pit road this time by or not. Heading down into 3, let's see if he makes that hard left-hand turn into pit road. He does not. He stays out. He's going to run a little longer. He's got a little pressure from Sudden here. He's got, fresher tires. Trevor here. Trevor does not give him the bottom. Now Sudden's inside him, trying to get his lap back here, coming down the backstretch. See what this looks like going into 3. See if I have any issues with the lap car getting their lap back. Sudden moves on by, heads on down the front stretch. Let's see, where'd Tommy D come out of pit road? He shows in 9th place. Still have 2, 4, 6, 7 cars that have not pit that are running here right now. See if we got any other racing going on the racetrack. Still pretty single file, running up near the front. Got a little bit of a gaggle of cars. Carrie Moore coming off pit road. Sean Kostritza and I don't know who is in the 91. It's the car I'm not familiar with. It's Franklin. Franklin, he's up there. Carrie Moore just came off pit road. Now he's right behind Sean Kostritza. You should put him. Oh, they're both on new tires, so okay, that's where they are. Got Trevor Zelazny heading to pit road at this time. Bomb Dude's on pit road. See if they get any other takers that come back. Looks like it's gonna. Rule looks like he's gonna stay out. Rule to pit road right here. He's on his way down. That should pretty much cycle through the lead lap cars. Nope, Cruns, he's staying out. So Cruns is going to be the lone car that is out on older tires. Everybody else is going to be on pit road, or he's on pit road or changing tires. So Cruns is out here hoping to get everybody a lap down here on his older tires and hope the caution comes out. Trevor pulls out on a pit road. Looks like Trevor's going to be quite a ways behind Tommy D. The question is he going to be able to catch him as they go down through this racetrack? Tommy D has almost an entire straightaway lead on Trevor right now. There's Rule coming off pit road. He's going to be a half a straightaway behind Trevor in third, all barring Cruns hitting pit road. Cruns has everybody a lap down except Tommy D, Robert Doig, and Trevor Zelazny at this point. Oh, there's Cruns. Cruns hits pit road. That should complete our green flag pit stops. That should reset the field back to kind of the similar way it was before. Sorry about that. Had a little interruption there. So, resetting the running order here. It looks like Bomb Dude. Or is that Hound Dog? Hound Dog is out front. Sure. I wonder if he's still out on older tires. I am unsure. I didn't see him go to pit road. But anyways, we got Hound Dog up front. Tommy D about 5.5 seconds behind. Trevor Zelazny is another 4 seconds behind him, and Rule Thane about another 5 seconds behind them. So I think Hound Dog has probably stayed out on older tires at this point. He can probably go another 6 or 7 laps on the fuel he has in his truck, and obviously he's hoping for a caution at this point. But we have Tommy D is reeling him in pretty fast, but I anticipate it looks like Hound Dog's going to hit pit road this time by. He's going into 3 here, heading down onto the apron, going to complete the round of green flag pit stops, even though I thought it was done before. That was my bad. So now it will put the race back to similarly before those green flag pit stops started. We got Tommy Delago out front. He is followed by Zelazny and Daniel. Looks like he's 1 lap down right behind Tommy D there. So coming off 4, heading down the front stretch. We'll see if Tommy pitted quite a few laps here before Trevor. I don't know, it was about 6, 7 laps. We'll see if that makes a difference as this run goes on, because Trevor is reeling him in. Looks like he's about a tenth or so a second faster than Tommy each lap. So we'll see if those tires equalize in the end, or if Tommy D is just saving his right front and hoping that Trevor's burning it off while he's trying to catch up to him. Rule, he's back there about 4 seconds off of Tommy D. He seems to be in a safe position to transfer into the final race. A lot of these guys are just trying to stay in the top 4 to get transferred into the championship race at Phoenix next week. Right now, Tommy D, Trevor, Rule Thane, and Bomb Dude, Robert Doig, show in the top 4. All 4 are in the playoffs. So those 4 would transfer out into the championship race next week. It's a good showing for Team BJU. 3 of the top 4 drivers are from... Oh, just wait. Tommy D is not in the playoffs. That means Trevor, Rule, Bomb Dude, and Sean Kastritza will be the 4 cars that would transfer if it ended right now. Tommy D did not qualify for the playoffs as he did not complete enough races to qualify. Pardon me while I take a break to wet my whistle. Sorry about that. Thank you for giving me a break. We are in lap 81, 19 laps to go here. Well, it's going to be 19 laps to go here. And Trevor made quick work of that 2-second gap he had after the pit stops. Trevor's right on Tommy D's rear deck lid. I wonder what Tommy's going to do here. If he's going to push the issue or let Trevor go by and hope he burns him up and draft him to the end. Tommy D has nothing to lose here. He's just out here to get a win, show these folks that he deserves to be in the playoffs. But unfortunately, his schedule didn't allow him to run enough races this season. Trevor was down on the inside going into 3 there, but did not have enough drive off to get there. He made quick work of him in 1 and 2. I don't know if Tommy let him by or whatever happened there. But we are in lap 83 of the green flag run. 100 laps in this race tonight. Looks like we got a good pace going. Everything is pretty straightened out. Everybody's in line. Rule is gaining on Tommy D at this point, too. He's dropped that interval down to about 2.5 seconds off the leaders. After that, it looks like pretty spread out through the field. The next semi-battle we have going on right now is Carrie Moore and Josh Roberts are half a second apart. But if we go back to the leaders here, Trevor is out front. He is pulled away to about an 8/10 of a second lead, heading through the corner here. Rule is reeling in Tommy D at this point. They are about a second, or about 2 seconds apart for second place here. But Trevor, he's really pulling people. He's really pulling on Tommy here. That little bit later pit stop might be a big key to winning this race for Trevor as they come towards the last 15 laps of this race. Trevor's coming out of 4 here, or he's going down the backstretch. I guess he's coming out of 2. They are on lap 86. 15 to go. We're going to make it here. 14 to go at the start finish line. That gap has pretty much stabilized between Rule and Tommy D for second and third. Going through the field, Bomb Dude is back in 4th place, running about 7.5 seconds off the leader. Sean Castrissa is about 15 seconds off the leader at this point. Crun's about 15.5 seconds. Josh Roberts, he's running 7th, about 20 seconds off the leader. Carrie Moore running 8th, about 20.5 seconds off the leader. And Sudden Death running 9th, about 25 seconds off the leader. Then we got Daniel, Hound Dog, Franklin are all laps down as we roll through towards the end of this race. Back up near the front, Trevor has pulled out to about 1.2 second lead. We're coming up, finishing up lap 89. Got 11 laps. We'll have 11 laps to go here at the start-finish line. All of this racing brought to you by at Top Esports and all the great sponsors we have for this league. Between Beef Jerky Unlimited and Martin Sports and everybody who supports this league, they do a great job with Woody and James keeping us all in line as we run through here. So got to send a shout out here before we get to 10 to go to the guys that put this all together and let us have a great time and run this league race every Wednesday night. Trevor, he's coming down the backstretch. We're on 10 to go here. He's pulled out to about a 1.5 second lead over Tommy D, who's still holding pretty strong near that 2 second gap over Rule Thane in third. Here he comes, head to the stripe here. We're going to start just finishing lap 92. Got 8 laps to go. Rule just doesn't look like he can pull on Tommy D for that second spot. That interval is still pretty constant at about 2 seconds between second and third. Bomb Dude is falling back. He's 8.5 seconds off the leader. Kruns and Constritza, they're about a second apart here. That looks like those two running down the backstretch. Who we got next? Josh Roberts and Carrie Moore. They're pretty tight here. It's probably the tightest battle on the racetrack is for 7th and 8th between Carrie Moore and Josh Roberts. That line is much different between these two drivers. Oh, Carrie Moore's putting the move on him at this moment. Carrie to the inside as they head down into corner 3 at Nashville. Carrie completes the pass, washes up the racetrack so you can have the momentum to stay out in front. Josh is looking back to the outside, giving him a little run for his money as they head down in 1. Josh pulls in behind Carrie as they head down into 1. Nice smooth run off the corner here. Heading down the backstretch. We're coming to 5 to go here for Trevor Zalesny. Carrie Moore back underneath. Still a good battle lead for these two for 7th and 8th. Carrie gets back around him as they come out of 2, head down the backstretch. We're in lap 96 of 100. 3.5 laps to go as we go coming to the start-finish line for these boys in 7th and 8th. Carrie did pull a little bit on there coming out of 4. Let's see if he can keep the lead going or keep 7th place as they're going through 1 and 2. They're both running different lines. Carrie loses a little bit of momentum in the middle of the corner, but it looks like he has the run off and will keep Josh behind him. Coming out of 4, we got 3 laps to go. Looks like this battle is going to continue to rage on as they go through these last 3 laps of the racetrack. Let's go back up near the front and see what's happening with the leaders of this race. Trevor has still continuing to pull out the lead here. 2 laps to go. It's got about a 2.25 second lead over Tommy DeLago. Rule Thane has eaten into Tommy's lead here by about a half a second. But Trevor is coming here. He's going to get the white flag. White flag is out for Trevor. He just got hit his marks, roll through these corners. He should have a nice run here. This Trevor is going to take the checkered flag as he crosses the start-finish line. Trevor wins our race at Nashville Superspeedway. He is followed by Tommy DeLago, Rule Thane, Bomb Dude, and then Kruns will be coming across here in a few. Kruns will finish in the top 5. That means our playoff drivers are going to move on to next week's championship race at Phoenix. Is going to be Trevor, Rule Thane, Bomb Dude, and Kruns will be the 4 drivers that'll be running for the championship of the Beef Jerky Unlimited Truck Series. Well, it was good to hear from you there, Fireball. Well, I guess I will have to pull some drivers down into the booth, do some interviews.
Are going to be me, Rule, Bomb Dude, and Kruns. Congrats to you guys. Let's go, baby.
Trevor, you have been moved up into the booth here, so hold on, and we will get going through this interview in just a second.
10-4. Oh, it's lagging real bad. Gonna hit it early day tomorrow. Great win. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for your help, buddy. Thank you, Woody. I'm losing a bunch of frames here for some reason.
Trying to pull people down, but it's not working very well.
That line, there's a little ditch right there, and it'll loosen the truck up to help wear that right rear.
Tommy, I pulled you down into the broadcast booth. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should have took 2 tires. It didn't work out.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast booth. Everybody had to listen to this poor sucker talk to them online as they're going through the race. So let's start with a third place finisher as the night goes on.
We did it, baby.
Rule, how was your race tonight, my friend?
A little painful. I don't know this track that well, so I was struggling some, but it's a good time. You know, wore out my tires every run, so I've got some things to learn here. But it was fun. Caution free.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Caution free. Can't complain about that 100 laps here at Nashville. This place with that old concrete surface is really rough on the right front, so it's hard to keep speed and keep the tires under you, but that was a good run. Who do you want to give a shout out today to anybody out there?
We got a couple of Beef Jerky Unlimited cars in the championship, so that's awesome. Want to thank Beef Jerky Unlimited, Tommy D, and Top Esports, and you guys up there, admin in this league, and announcers and all. Appreciate you guys for all you do. Thank you very much.
Hey, yeah, thank you. Looks like gonna have. Let's see, what does it look like? We got 3 out of the 4. Oh no, Tommy D's not in the playoffs. I'm sorry. So I got 2 out of the 4 Team Beef Jerky, heading into the championship round. So good luck. Thank you for the good race here this week here, Rule, and look forward to racing with you or watching you race next week.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Tommy D, that means it's up to you, my friend. Finishing second here this evening. So what do you got to say?
Well, I know I've won here a lot, and I kind of have a good line here. And with the stock iRacing setup, 2 tires is what's been my key in the past. And I didn't get enough time to practice. I put 2 tires on it, and Trevor ate me up. So, hey, man, congrats to Trevor. Thanks to Bomb Dude and Rule for being in this championship to keep the beef jerky alive. And I just want to say congrats to Trevor. He drove a great race.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tommy D. I enjoy, I get personally the old beef jerky pride here, so I enjoy running with you and everything that you've done for this league, and thank you there, Tommy D. Appreciate it.
Appreciate all your help, Sheldon. I think this league still is going in a better direction than it ever has, and I look forward to next season to where we can grow it and get some more guys in here and have a few more guys, but still have this clean race. And I mean, this kind of proves it. The guys we have in here now, no yellows, so we need to keep going that direction.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I appreciate it, Tommy. Now, let's head over to the winner of the race tonight, Mr. Trevor, coming through after the caution, running Tommy down and pulling out to about a 2-second lead. How'd everything run for you tonight there, Trevor?
Man, dude, honestly, that was crazy. I couldn't figure out what the line was, so I kind of followed Cruns. Once I got to him, I just tried to pass him. Truck was super tight at first, and then once I figured out once I watched Rule and Tommy and figured out the line, then it started getting a little faster. But all in all, at the end, it came down to strategy, and I stayed out a couple more laps, and that allowed me to have 4-lap fresher tires, and I was able to run him down. I was worried about Rule behind me, but after we got to Tommy, Rule was about 2.5 seconds back, so I knew I could have time to try to make a pass on him. But other than that, it was a great race, a great caution-free race, and I love racing like that because it really comes down to strategy, and it was fun.
Yeah, it was a good race. I had I was talking to myself up in the booth today, so hopefully everybody had a good time. Listen to me drone on about nothing, but I was happy. I was fun to watch everybody today, and that was a great win, Treader. Who do you got to give the shout outs to here before we head to the last two playoff drivers for the next week?
Everyone over here at TZR that helps us out. You guys up here in the booth. I don't know. Was it just you, Sheldon, up here in the booth?
I was up here by myself. Old Zirkle had some power problems with the storms that rolled through, so.
Oh shoot. Well, yeah. Thank you for what you did up here in the booth, Sheldon. Thank you to Tommy for congratulating me. Nick Goebel. He really helped me with strategy coming here, so I like to thank Nick and basically everyone in the league. And good luck to all the guys in the top 4.
Awesome. Well, thank you, sir. Good win. Look forward to next week's race at Phoenix. But you know what? It's a playoff race here, so we're going to hit down to old Bomb Dude coming in 4th tonight, but locking himself into the playoff round here at Phoenix next week. What do you got to say, Bomb Dude?
Yo, what's up, Sheldon? We made the final 4 here.
Yeah. How'd your race go? It looked pretty calm from my view when I was watching you. How was it in the driver's seat?
Yeah, it was the same. I just minded my P's and Q's, and I didn't have nothing for the leaders. So I was just trying to get in the top 4 for next week and stay put.
Oh, that's fantastic. You got anybody you want to shout out to? What's going on? Give anybody some love out there. Get ready for your big race next week to try to win the championship in Phoenix.
We always got to give a shout out to Tommy D and Beef Jerky Unlimited, everybody that admins, everybody that does the streams, and obviously Real Optics. I think losing the glasses and getting the lens inserts has helped up my game a little bit. I can see things clearly now.
Hey, I'm on the Real Optics train. The place is great for me, and I love their lenses in my VR headset. I didn't rep them at all in the stream yet today, so I'm glad you brought it up. Thanks to those guys for their product that we have in our headsets. But hey,
Yeah,
man, good.
let me say something about their customer support too. I had a right lens mount that wasn't staying connected to my lenses, and I sent them a note, and they shipped me out 2 brand new ones the next day. No fail.
That's awesome. Great crew there over at Real Optics. We appreciate supporting us and what we do. So awesome. Good luck next week,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Bomb Dude. Thank you for that. Then we're gonna head over to Mr. Caruns, Robert Lynch. What's happening, my friend? You round out the number 4 spot heading into next week at Phoenix.
Hey, Sheldon. Hey, thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate it.
I mean, how would everything go for you tonight? When you're heading out there, would you pit late on that last round? What were you thinking with going with that?
Well, I wanted to, get a couple extra laps in, and I think I went one too many. I couldn't catch Bomb Dude, but hey, I secured myself into the top 4. That's all I needed to do. But it was just a mental thing, making sure that I got it a couple extra laps because I was holding at pretty good pace times, lap after lap. So, but that last one, I went one too many, but it all worked out in the end. So.
Well, that's good. Got anybody you want to thank or shout out there before we wrap her up for tonight and get ready for Phoenix next week?
Yeah, Zirkle, of course, Sideways Motorsports, there for bringing me on their team, and my team with my son, AK Racing there. He's down at the beach in Myrtle Beach. Hope he's having a good time, and him and my grandkids. Um, and of course, the league, Tommy D, man, him and the Beef Jerky Unlimited, man. What amazing guy, an amazing company, amazing sponsor. I've learned so much from him and watching him race. Try to follow him and Bomb Dude and Rule and you. I mean, you guys are amazing, and of course now Trevor. I've been just watching you guys' lines and learning a lot. I mean, you guys are amazing drivers, so I'm just glad to be here.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it there, Cruns. I'm happy you made it into the Final Four. So next week it's a battle. We got Trevor and Rule and Bomb Dude and Cruns heading to Phoenix next week to battle out for the championship. Rule's trying to repeat. He's trying to be a champion here again this season. And we got some other competitors here out there who's going to try to knock him off the pedestal. But with that, I think it's about time we end this, let everybody back to their evening. I appreciate everything that's gone on this evening. Thanks, Fireball and James for putting it on, and Tommy for this all he does for the league, and BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. I hope everybody has a great week. I hope to be racing at Phoenix next week, but if I'm not, I'll be here to talk to you all on the stream. So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you later.
Got one thing I want to correct. Trevor's trying to repeat. I had the Xfinity.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't care. So you're both trying to repeat. We only got one season this year. One of you trying to repeat.
We can't let Trevor.
How about I put 2
years in a
tires
row.
on, and my right front was 77 on that run, and the right rear was 72.
Nice. All right, everybody.